Hi, I'm Josh Miss Chogri and welcome to my channel. Recently I wasn't well due to whatever nasty bug that's going around. I kind of caught it and I was down and out for about over a week, which I was quite sad about because I couldn't read anything, and this was the beginning of March, so I was quite sad, but now I'm on the mend and I feel so much better. I can finally start reading. So today's video is going to be a haul. I received these books in the past couple of weeks and I thought, you know what, let's just share it with you. So let's start. Up first we have Tell Me How to Be by Neel Patel. I actually saw this on Lily's library on my Insta, and you know what, I thought I have to check it out, so I ended up buying it. This is about a mother and son relationship and their life decisions, and as the story goes along we get to find out some secrets that have been hidden, and it seems quite interesting, so yeah, looking forward to this read. Up next we have a book that I've had my eye on for a very long time. It is The Bandit Queens by Parini Shroff. Now this has been longlisted for the Women's Prize in Fiction. Now this story is about Geeta. Rumours has it that she's killed her husband and now she's a widow. She kind of leads life very peacefully, and you know, she's happy. Her life is more peaceful than it was when she was married. Anyway, the women in the village are very envious, and they too do want to lead a very peaceful life, so they turn to Geeta for help and advice on how to get rid of their husbands. And I thought, you know what, that sounds like an amazing plot, so yeah, I had to pick it up. So this is one of my anticipated reads for this year. Genuinely cannot wait to dig into this one. Up next we have Age of Vice. Now this is a monster. It is a beast of a book. I think it has around 546 pages. It is quite a big book. It's quite chunky. Anyway, what is it about? It's about an accident that happens. A speeding car kills 5 people. Now this car is a posh car. It's one of those cars that belongs to rich people. Now the person that was actually driving the car was not the rich person. In fact, it was the servant. And as the story goes on, we get to know of the events that occurred that led to this accident, and why was he in the car, why he was driving, what happened. And I think it's a thriller, and it seems like a very interesting plot, so I had to pick it up. Up next we have The Thorn Pillar. Now this one I believe is Japanese translated fiction. So it's about a lady who has, how do you put this book? So it's about a lady who has to kind of juggle and manage different relationships in terms of she has her maternal family in Japan, and she has her own family in America, and of course all of them have their wants and their needs, and she kind of has to juggle everything in terms of even her work life. She has to balance it all, and it's just basically of how she copes with it all. So I thought that was quite enduring in terms of the plot wise. That's why I picked it up. And recently I did read a review on someone's Insta for this book, and I thought, you know what, let's get it. Up next we have Ghost Music by Anu. Now this one I have had my eye on for a while now. The plot seemed really interesting. It is magic realism, and it's about a lady who is a piano teacher. She used to play professionally, but she gave that up in terms of, you know, having a family, and she wants a child, but her husband's not too keen. Her mother-in-law moved in, and her mother-in-law doesn't really like her, And then all of a sudden she starts receiving packages full of mushrooms. Yeah, that's all I know for this book. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, curious to know more. Up next we have Untold, A Night and Day. This gloss is, yeah, I don't like gloss. I'm not sure why. I just, yeah, it's too reflective. Anyway, I'm not too sure how to describe this book, or I'm not sure what to tell you about it, because when I went on Amazon and I read the reviews, it kind of blew my mind, because even some people that have read this book genuinely don't know what it's about after reading it. I don't know, I don't even know what to say about it. Some people have said that it's a story within a story within a story. Some people say that it's been looped. Some parts have been looped. Some parts are repeated. I don't know. The synopsis is a bit vague. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in blind with this and see what I make of it. Up next we have The Cursed Bunny. I absolutely love the cover for this book. It's a book that I normally would not pick up. It's a book with 10 short stories. Now they kind of revolve around magic realism. They've got a bit of horror and a bit of sci-fi. Now horror and sci-fi are two genres I stay away from. I just stay away from them because I'm not really too interested in those genres, I want to say. But I thought, you know what, let's give this a try. So these have been compared to Black Mirror. I like watching Black Mirror. Black Mirror is a little scary. Of course it's futuristic and it's just mind-boggling. There is one episode of Black Mirror that I really enjoyed. I think it's called Nosedive, and it's so scary because, well, it's not so scary, but it's scary in the sense that this could be future. I really enjoyed the concept of Nosedive. It was quite eye-opening. Anyway, back to this. A lot of people have actually described this, well, described the stories in here to be quite creepy, weird and very dark. So it's not a genre that I would normally go for. It's not something that I would pick up normally. So yeah, why not? Last but not least, we have Korean tales. I do like reading folk tales, so I thought I'd pick this one up. It was just by chance I saw this book and I thought, yeah, you know what, let's check it out. So yeah, it's actually got some paintings in it. Let me just quickly show you some. They're actually quite interesting. They're very traditional, I want to say. There's about 32 paintings all together throughout this book, which I believe are linked to the stories. So yeah, looking forward to reading these. I'll just quickly show you the contents page so you have an idea of how many stories there are in this book. So this is the first 2 pages of contents, and then you have another one here. Yeah, looking forward to reading it. Of course, it is a Korean March at the moment. There's only one book that I did read in terms of Korean March, and purely because I started to feel better. I read Han Kang's The White Book. Quite interesting. I won't talk about it today, but I will make another video for it, of course, at the end of the month when I finish reading. And like I said, yeah, it is currently Korean month. Yeah, I've got so many books to get through. Not sure if I will make well, go through all of them this month, but I don't intend to because I want to take it slow. I just, sometimes I make TBR lists when the month starts, and I get way over too excited, and I just think, you know what, these books would be great to read during this month, but unfortunately I don't end up reading all of the books. I mean, I'm still reading The Bullet Train. Can you believe that? I think I was buddy reading that last month. I started to read it and I still have not finished it, so I still do need to finish it. Also, what am I reading? I am reading The Funeral Crier by Wenyan Liu. Now, I actually got a request for it approved on NetGalley very recently. Started reading it. It's a good book. It's a good book. Sorry, I'm just trying to like find my pre-orders. Okay, so back to The Funeral Crier. So I recently am reading that, well, I'm currently reading that. Quite interesting. It's about a lady who goes to funerals to cry. That is her job. She gets paid for it. Her husband is a worthless, good-for-nothing person. He is really nasty to her, and he's horrible, and all he does is gamble, and he lives off her money, which I hate. And she has a daughter that lives far away from her, and her daughter currently is pregnant, and she's not married. Her mum just keeps telling her to get married, and she's just not having it, and her daughter expects her to go over and help her, just help her with normal things, and her mum's in like two minds if she should go or not. But everyone in the village kind of stays away from her, and her husband doesn't even like her because she goes to, you know, funerals to cry, and they often say that, you know, you smell of the dead and you bring bad luck, so I don't want anything to do with you. So because of her job, it's unfortunate because she really enjoyed doing stuff in the village, like farming and just having the girls over and just having a chit chat, and no one invites her anymore, and she doesn't invite anyone. She kind of stays away from people, and it's just really sad. It's just sad. But I am enjoying the story so far. I'm interested to know what happens going forward. So yeah, The Funeral Crier is a current read at the moment. And in terms of pre-orders, I actually pre-ordered The Surviving Sky. Yeah, The Surviving Sky by Kritika H. Rao. It's slated to release in June. Looking forward to it. It is it's actually, I want to say, what is it based on? Again, it's a sci-fi, and that is a genre that I don't really dabble in, and I thought, you know what, let's just get it. I think it's kind of based on Ramayana or Mahabharata. It's based on one of them, and I thought, you know what, it's quite interesting. I mean, the plot was quite interesting when I read it, so I thought I'd pick it up. So yeah, looking forward to that in June, and that is basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If there's a book that I showcased today that you've read and you've enjoyed, or you're looking forward to reading, then definitely do leave a comment in the box down below. Of course, I will leave all my social links in the description box alongside with all the books that I've mentioned. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, don't forget to share it, and of course subscribe, because I will be making more content in the coming weeks and of course throughout the whole year. So looking forward to sharing all of that with you. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and hey, happy reading!